So you think your job sucks? Well, you could be assigned to guard the Gorge. The job entails you working entirely alone at a well-equipped, heavily armed, and totally secret, you won't even know where you are, and depressingly decorated lookout without any communication from the outside world for 1 year. This is the job Levi and Drassa, both highly skilled snipers, have been given. Their outposts face one another from across the gorge, and the rules are not to engage one another. Those rules get broken, and fast, and soon, like the daffodils in spring, romance blooms. So what exactly is in the gorge? Why is its location so secret, and why must it be constantly guarded? Well, as Levi's predecessor explains to him, the gorge is the door to hell, and they're guarding the gates. Imagine putting that on your resume. From 2024 to 2025, guarded the gates of hell. Let me know what jobs you think those credentials would qualify you for down in the comments section below. The Gorge is the latest film from director Scott Derrickson. He's known for movies like The Black Phone, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and Sinister. However, we all know that his best work is Hellraiser Inferno. I'm only half joking. I actually really like Hellraiser Inferno. And The Gorge can best be described as a horror sci-fi action romance. That's a mighty undertaking. Unfortunately, none of those elements work particularly well. Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller star as Drassa and Levi. What they lack in chemistry, their ability as actors make up for. Levi is quiet and haunted, while Drassa is more of a free spirit. A haunted free spirit, but a free spirit nonetheless. They're haunted because they're exceptionally skilled killers with huge body counts who, while having a conscience, still brag about the distances of their longest kill shots. They're both loners with no family and essentially nothing to live for. All traits that make them perfect candidates for guarding the gorge, I guess. Both deliver strong performances and are likable enough to overcome some silly dialogue and some even sillier moments, such as Drassa rocking out to the Ramones or her stealing Levi's clothes after a shower, just so she can sneak a peek at his bare backside. When it comes to the action sequences, the only one that really stands out to me involves Drassa and Levi scaling the side of the gorge in a jeep while under attack from the Hollow Men, which that's what they call the creatures who live inside the gorge. Hollow Men. Anyway, it's a solid action sequence with some nice suspense, and even if you're just a little acrophobic, it should still get your blood pressure up. Aside from that, we get a scene where Drassa and Levi work together to blow away waves of Hollow Men trying to climb out of the gorge. We get some action down inside the gorge too, but watching people shoot up CGI monsters or grapple with CGI monsters just doesn't really do it for me. As for the gorge itself, it reminded me a lot of the movie Annihilation. Its landscapes, which shift colors from yellow to purple to red, are populated by skull spiders, giant centipedes, and the Hollow Men, which are these plant-like humanoids. But despite all this, the gorge still looks and feels boring, and the explanation as to what it is and why it is unsatisfying. Really, the entire third act feels rushed and unsatisfying, which makes the horror and sci-fi elements overall feel familiar and unsatisfying. I mean, every moment down in the gorge should have been fraught with danger. Our heroes constantly under attack from cool-looking monsters or hordes of Hollow Men, but instead there's large chunks of time where just nothing is happening. They're either walking through the gorge or driving through the gorge like they're out for on a date, a heavily armed date, which honestly, if you're going on a first date with somebody, not a bad idea. There is one cool moment down in the gorge where a character is nearly eaten alive by the ground. It kind of reminded me of the sand monster that eats Boba Fett in, I think it's Return of the Jedi, only much smaller. You get the sense that Derrickson is torn between wanting to make a fun, old-fashioned B-movie and something a little more serious. But like everything else here, both attempts feel half-hearted. Academy Award winner Trent Reznor worked on the score. Seeing him credited at the end of the movie was a surprise, because I don't recall any of the music being all that memorable. Sigourney Weaver has a small role. She isn't given very much to do, though. It was obviously a easy payday for her, so go Sigourney. Teller and Joy do what they can with what little they're given, but the gorge feels like a classic case of, and I'm using local parlance, being too big for your britches. I'll give the gorge an A for ambition, but a C- for execution. If you've seen The Gorge, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. And while you're down there, let me know what your favorite Scott Derrickson movie is. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.